It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Denver Nuggets at Pepsi Center. Well, for Denver, they seem to be tapping into their full potential more and more as the season moves along. I think lately, we're seeing a more accurate picture of who this team really is than we saw in the early part of the season. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need to pull back. You know, the best veterans will be there when it matters the most.
That's mundane, not
okay,
Monday.
Monday.
Like mundane, Tuesday, Wednesday,
okay.
Thursday.
Got it, my bad.
Two different things.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
It's time for some hoops at Pepsi Center, home of the Nuggets, and we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Taking a look at Chicago, going up against a capable opponent, but you see their confidence. This one they feel they should win. They'll look to come out strong and show they're the better team.
And they've only played them once this season, but that win should give them some confidence heading into the night, their final matchup.
And guys, a chance to sweep the season series here. Of course, that motivation goes both ways. So they'll have to come ready to play. I expect they will.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Chicago right now, at the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Jimmy Butler is out there with King, and it's Covington in at the 3. Here's Barton. Feeds it to Barea. Here's Barton. 6 to shoot. Here's Fareed. And he can't jam it through. On defense, the Nuggets. It's a 3-point game coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing. Down on perimeter shooters, not nearly quick enough, and then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that.
Here's Barton, following the basket by Freak. A nice shot by Barea.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
No good from King. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Los Angeles Lakers.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
4th three, Covington, no luck. Now Denver takes it the other way. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of beat is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
The Nuggets trail. Screen by Fareed to the paint. Here's Barton. Good, and it's Perea who picks up the assist. Barton's got 5 now.
Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Perea.
Here's King. And it's off from three-point range. Nuggets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got it good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far.
The Nuggets leading by 7. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Laverne. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then it's Will Barton. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. The Bulls shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers just played phenomenal. He had 58 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
And there's the pass to Laverne. Denver passing it around. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Doubled by King. Inside. Here's O'Quinn, and again it's Denver.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Barton, covered by King. Noah with the block. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. This one for 3, and he drills it. Beautiful release there from King. King's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Pass to Laverne. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Launches the 3. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from King.
They're having much more success here in the second. After missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
Here's Eaton, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He got there.
7 seconds left in the second quarter. Back the pass to King. Off target from three-point range. And we finished one half. Quarter. Not to get going. You look at Freak in this game.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. King is up there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Covington in at the 3 slot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And he trims the lead to single digits. 19 points for Freak.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Now here's Barea. He's covered by King. Here's Nurkic. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's King. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter. As a player, you always want to be able to answer back. He just didn't have it in him that time.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And, you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Pass to Barton. They can't stop the run with that one.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
That's good. King's got 10 points in just the second half.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
It's Chicago with another bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
The shot's good from Fareed. Clark, 3rd quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug-of-war. Back and forth we go.
And, guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Chicago making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. A floater. Jokic. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. 6 points for him.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
3-pointer. But they get it back. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collected.
That free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. And Laverne kicks to Barton. Passes it to Jokic. On the left block. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he hits it from deep. 3 points there from King. King's got 18 points now here in the second half. The Nuggets trail by 3. Barea with currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Barton passes to Jokic. Rejected by Gasol. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills. Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
King outside. Steps back and fires. It's Chicago with another bucket.
There's been some slippage defensively here in the second half, Kevin. I mean, I'm not sure if their legs are going or what, but they've given up some easy baskets here.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams making some changes here. To the wing on the left. Here's Eaton. Off the left rim and out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
King, that's good.
They weren't very crisp in the first half, but they've really picked it up. The same shots they struggled with earlier are now starting to fall.
124 left to play here in the third. Now the feed to Chandler. Hits the three-point bomb. Chandler's got 5 now.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
From 11 feet away, here's Jokic, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
He rifled that one in from distance. 45 points for Freak.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Doubled by King. Knocked away. And Laverne kicks to Barton. The shot by Chandler, wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. King. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's Barton. He's guarded by King. There's a screen. Barton passes to Jokic. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first free throw of the game.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Yeah, it wasn't his best performance at all from the stripe. He's got to put it behind him, and I know he'd like to immediate.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. King. And he trains the 3, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really, a good job to take the second look at it. Would have been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Chicago leading by 7. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Farid at the 4. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and there's J.J. Denver shooting at 50% in a decent group. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Robert Covington's checked in for Chicago. Here's Farid. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The Nuggets trail by 6. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Screen by Farid. Shot clock at 6. And shot on the way. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Well, their pass to King. Fires for 3. Barea pulls it in. And Denver has possession. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. To the paint. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does.
Good. Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Barton is checked in. Pau Gasol's checked in for Chicago. No good from King. The Nuggets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Barea with it. Now guarded by King. Dishes to Barea. To the middle. Here's Farid. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's King. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Rain Man. He has 50 points, and he's buried a ton of 3-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Barton dishes to Barea. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from King. King's got 55.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Now here's Barea. He's tightly guarded. Barton. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. The Bulls leading by 5. King left side. It's Chicago with another bucket.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Scott Skiles was going over with his team. He said, guys, for a team with our firepower, we're playing way too tight. We need to push the ball up the floor, get out in transition, and get those easy baskets. We can do this.
Thanks again, Doris. Now Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists tonight.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now here's Barea, covered by King. The dish to Barton. He feeds it to Barea. Takes a three. Good.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
King, that's good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Gallinari kicks to Barea. Here's Fareed. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Goes up to the stripe. Cannot hit. Now Denver takes it the other way.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Gallinari wide open. No good off the front iron. The Bulls leading by 6. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's King, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Gallinari passes to Fareed. Takes it from 10. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. Barea's got 5 points in the quarter. Bulls have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. King, right side. Pulls up on the wing. Denver grabs the miss.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Took him no time at all on that one. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all. There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
The tray. Another 3 for Chicago.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
They get it back. Rejected by Gasol. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the 3. And again.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
Tries again. The rebound by Noah.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
King with the steal from downtown. Misses there. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Derek, congratulations on a great win. What was the major thing that turned this deficit around for you guys?
Just playing defense. Our defense turned into offense, and it worked out for us tonight. We definitely don't want to be in that situation, but we just fall away back into the game.
Derek, thank you. Usually it starts with the defense for this team, Kevin.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
He was completely on a different level tonight, and his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league, but he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
One thing that stood out to me was his contribution from deep. We know he can hit the 3-ball, but we saw him do a lot more damage than normal, and that really opened up the game.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
Think you want to get rich. You don't really want it.